So for any male listeners, I want you to tell, because I've actually put, during that time that I was using the dating app, I was complaining about it. And I was like basically bitching on my podcast about how horrible of a job like men were doing on their profiles. And I actually got a bunch of men reaching out to me being like, hey, your tips were good. Can you look at my profile and see if there's anything wrong? So I have another woman here. I want you to tell the male listeners, on these dating apps, what are some of your biggest red flags that men might be doing that they don't realize are turning women off?
Oh God. It was just like the conversation was the same. Like all of them say the same thing. They're like, hey, good morning, beautiful. You know, you'd have like 15 like good morning beautifuls. And like, you're like, I don't want to address, like, it's like work to like have to go through and like decide who you're going to answer. And like, they didn't want to like progress to anything further than that. It was just kind of like a weird conversation. And then you're like, okay, like I'm just not doing this every day. So, and it,
So like conversationally wise.
Yeah, like they definitely need to pick up like where they're going faster than like what they're doing. Like it just seemed like it was just like the same stuff for a while. And I only was on for a week and a half and I was like, one guy even had a profile. My friend set me up on two. I think it was like Tinder and Bumble or something. Two very different like things. But like one, it was like the dude had like I'm a family man. I'm like this and that. And then the other like Tinder profile was like just looking to, you know, whatever. So like, and I'm like different down to, you know.
Maybe he actually meant it, but maybe he was like, "Hey, if I could get laid on this, that's fine." But on this other one, but you know, he could be full of shit too. He could just be like doing whatever he has to do to get laid.
I was like, he's trying. I guess I can't hate the game on that one. Like he was trying to do like whatever.
You guys can steal my line if you want. But like actually, I don't know if this would work. On my profile, I wrote, when I was single, I wrote, really into Jews. And that's actually, it's true. My boyfriend's half Jewish. And like, I've always been like into like Jewish guys with big noses. I don't know. It's a thing. And I just wrote on my profile, really into Jews. And I got a lot of like interesting questions from that. Like people would be like, are you being funny? Or are you like, it kind of like got a lot of attention, I think. And it sparked up a good conversation. So I guess like the male version of that would be to say something like more interesting on your profile.
Like,
hey, you could just put, I'm really into Jews. And then you might get, I don't know how that would work if men wrote it though, like versus women, it might be kind of strange.
It's just,
What about like, besides the way they communicate, but profile wise, is there any particular photo that you're like, oh my God, if I see the fucking workout photo one more time or the dog photo, like, is there anything that drives you?
Like
fish?
They hold the fish like up to like be like whatever. And like, so we were making jokes about the fact that like, you know, just like holding up random shit to be like,
it's like kind of like
it's like this is what I do. I mean, some people generally, and I know I have friends that like to fish and like to hunt and do all that stuff, and that's cool. But like when that's like the main thing, like I don't know, it sets a tone.
I know what you mean. It's kind of like when you see someone holding a fish, it's kind of like, it's weird because in real life that would be cool probably. Like if I was dating a guy that was fishing, I'd be like, that's cool. But when you see it like that, it's kind of like, it's like you're like trying to make a sale of yourself. You're like, hey, like I'm a man, like I catch a fish, like, you know.
Especially if it's like a little one. It's just like, I'm really proud of this little fish. Like it's like
like if you're but it could go both ways though, because then if they had a big fish, I'd be like, they're fucking bragging like at this point. So that's the thing, like as much as we're making fun of it, I feel like there's really no way to win. Like no matter what you do, you just look ridiculous. Like I'm sure I looked ridiculous on my profile too. Like I'd be curious, actually, men, drop in the comment section. I want to hear it the other way around. What's the weirdest, biggest turnoffs that women put in their profiles? Because I'm sure I did some shit that I'm not seeing, you know? So
That's true.
All right, so let me ask you the other questions.